Welcome to the Lore of the Generation 1 Synth. Deep beneath the shattered remains of the Commonwealth Institute of Technology, hidden from the nuclear devastation that had consumed the surface, humanity's greatest scientific minds continued their work in isolation. The Great War had ended civilization in only a matter of hours. Cities were reduced to radioactive skeletons. While the surface descended into centuries of violence and desperation, the Institute remained sealed underground, preserving not only advanced technology, but also the ambition that science could rebuild the world. Yet, survival came in its own challenges. The Institute's population was limited, resources were scarce, and many dangerous tasks lay beyond the safety of their underground laboratories. Maintenance of machinery, exploration of hazardous environments, and the recovery of valuable technology all required workers. The scientists deemed that sending out their own human scientists into the irradiated wasteland was too much of a risk. The solution then became simple. The Institute had envisioned a workforce that would never tire, never question orders, and could survive the dangers that would kill an ordinary human. Their answer was a synthetic human, better known simply as the Synth. Generation 1 synths marked the true beginning of this ambitious project. They were not designed to deceive humanity or imitate it. They were built simply as machines, tools created to serve. To understand the Generation 1 synth, one must first understand the philosophy behind its creation and why the Institute deemed them necessary. Unlike the surface settlements which focused on rebuilding farms, villages, and trade routes, the Institute believed that civilization could only return through scientific progress. To the Institute, technology had always been humanity's greatest strength. The mistake of governments had caused the Great War, not science. Every intervention was intended to solve another problem: clean water, advanced medicine, energy production, agriculture, artificial intelligence. And over time, robotics naturally became one of the most important fields of research. The Institute had inherited centuries of pre-war knowledge, including advanced robotics developed before the bombs fell. Early robots like Protectortrons, Mr. Handys, and Assaultrons already proved that machines could perform dangerous labor. But the problem with these robots was that they were specialized, bulky, and limited by rigid programming. The Institute wanted something different. Instead of constructing another industrial robot, they envisioned a mechanical servant capable of using tools, operating machinery, navigating complex environments, and adapting to changing situations. Generation 1 synths became the first practical realization of this goal. Gen 1 synths were not designed to be soldiers or infiltrators, but as dependable workers capable of performing countless tasks without complaint. Generation 1 synths were unmistakably mechanical. Standing roughly at the height of an average adult human, their entire bodies consisted of exposed metal frameworks, hydraulic joints, visible wiring, and refined polymer components. Their skulls' heads were featured in glowing optical sensors instead of eyes, giving them an eerie appearance that many Commonwealth survivors would later associate with death itself. Unlike later generations of synths, they possessed no artificial skin, no facial expression, no simulated muscles, no attempt to resemble humanity. With this machine, every movement revealed pistons extending and contracting beneath armored plating. Servo motors produced quiet mechanical sounds with every step, while internal processors constantly interpreted commands from the Institute themselves. Although crude compared to later designs, Generation 1 synths represented a remarkable engineering achievement. Their skeletal structure balanced durability with mobility. Individual limbs could manipulate scientific equipment, carry heavy loads, or wield firearms when necessary. Internal power systems allowed them to operate for extended periods of time without rest, making them ideal workers inside Institute facilities. Unlike humans, they required no food, no sleep, no medical treatment, no emotional support. For scientists seeking efficiency above all else, they were nearly perfect. Hi guys, I want to say if you're enjoying the video, could you please like and subscribe? I'd really appreciate that, and let's continue with the video. One misconception among Commonwealth residents was that all synths possessed human intelligence. Generation 1 synths did not. Their artificial intelligence remained relatively basic. Rather than thinking independently, they operated through sophisticated but limited programming. They could recognize threats, follow complex instructions, navigate terrain, and perform assigned duties. Yet they lacked imagination, creativity, or emotional awareness. When ordered to guard a hallway, they guarded relentlessly. When instructed to retain equipment, they focused solely on completing the task. If confronted by enemies, they responded according to combat protocols rather than personal judgment of the situation. The simplicity for the time proved both as a strength and a weakness. Their predictable behavior made them reliable servants. Scientists knew exactly how a Generation 1 synth would respond in almost any situation. However, their inability to improvise sometimes limited their effectiveness in unfamiliar environments. These shortcomings would eventually inspire the Institute to pursue increasingly advanced generations of synth technology. Although labor remained their primary purpose, Generation 1 synths inevitably found themselves in combat. Whenever the Institute's interests came under threat, these machines could be armed with laser weapons and deployed as security forces. Their emotionless nature made them surprisingly effective as fighters. Unlike human soldiers, they never panicked, never hesitated, and never retreated unless ordered. Commonwealth raiders quickly learned that attacking Institute patrols often ended disastrously. Generation 1 sits advanced without fear, maintaining formation while delivering disciplined laser fire. To the people living above ground, Generation 1 sits represented something deeply unnatural. Unlike later generations, no one mistook them for human beings, yet their appearance alone inspired fear. Imagine surviving centuries after the apocalypse, only to watch a silent skeletal machine emerge from the fog, carrying advanced laser rifles. They spoke a little, they showed no emotion. They marched with mechanical precision before vanishing back into the ruins. Entire settlements developed stories warning children about Institute robots. Travelers described glowing mechanical figures walking abandoned highways late at night. Merchants whispered that whenever a synth appeared, the Institute was watching. In many cases, this fear was justified, as even when they ignored civilization entirely, their existence still reminded the people of the Commonwealth that somewhere beneath their feet, an unseen civilization possessed technology centuries beyond anything they could hope to match. I wanted to say thank you for watching, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a good day, and goodbye.